o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, if I can make it to 45.
SunDaze,
SunDaze!
Sundays.
SunDaze. I am your host, the illest host on the East Coast, eating a delicious slice of buttered toast, Styles. And this man is...
It's your boy FiF!
And this man is...
The Hammer.
Yes, sir.
I don't know who you
Anti-climatic.
that, dude.
And this man is...
Sometimes weapon.
Yes, sir. And Carcuña.
Yeah.
We are coming to you. We are broadcasting to you live today from deep inside libtard-controlled Massachusetts. How's it going, boys? How is it going out there, all my fellow conservatives?
In the libtard state of Massachusetts, it's a wet dream waiting to happen.
Bro,
As good as it's gonna get.
Bro, these activist judges in Massachusetts literally trying to tell the fucking executive branch like what they're gonna do. Like, yeah, no, you need to bring back all these goddamn gangbangers and rapists right now. Sorry, had a little failure there.
Grape.
Grape. It's very grape.
Yeah.
So, do we have any
Oh, speaking of this shitty ass state, did you guys hear about the bill that 82-year-old woman proposed about the mileage limits and then fining you for everything you go over?
What?
Oh, let's get
I've heard of this. I've heard of this bullshit before, but no, I didn't hear that it's coming. Yeah, I didn't hear it's coming.
It's within the last week. Everyone's like, she's gonna retire. She's 82 fucking years old, and she's trying to pass this before she leaves. It's like a legacy thing.
That's one thing I hate.
Joey, that would fuck you bad. You drive way more than I do.
Dude, I'm driving like 255. I'm driving like a little over 1,000 miles a week right now.
That's crazy.
Dude,
That's way more than me.
Dude, no joke. When I used to work at that company before for 10 years before I was with the person right now, I used to drive like 600-700 miles a week, and I thought that was crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
Wow. Damn.
Dude,
And you have to deal with the maniacs, all the fucking maniacs on the road right now,
Dude,
dude.
you end up needing an oil change once a month.
No,
It's
seriously.
fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, Massachusetts
Holy
gives
shit.
you 70 cents a mile. I eat the first 50 miles, and then I get 70 cents a mile roll. I'm making right now, like, rounded up, it's like $135 a day, just in mileage.
Yeah, you better be putting that
Oh,
away for
yeah.
a car because you're gonna be fucking at 300,000 pretty soon to keep that up.
Yeah,
Dude, I put 10,000
Yeah,
miles on my
dude.
car in fucking like
In
4 weeks.
what, 2
like
months?
6 yeah, pretty much like 2 months.
That's crazy, dude.
Wow.
It's only temporary though. It won't be like that forever. So I'm gonna
Oh,
eat
yeah,
this
yeah.
up. You know, strike
I'm
with
gonna-
iron's hot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I would take it too.
And the money I'm making right now, dude. Woo.
So I'm saying, dude, I've been working a ridiculous amount of hours lately, and especially because in the summertime, I lose a ton of hours, so I just been working stupid hours.
So speaking of hours and
I
money,
bet you-
right? No,
Yes,
speaking of
sir.
hours and money,
Transition. Yes.
Doge finds out that thousands of government employees were working collecting a paycheck while getting unemployment benefits.
Oh, really?
Weapons,
That's illegal.
Now, weapons, since you have to be out of here in like a half an hour or so, let's get your take on that real quick. What
Let's
do you
do
think about
it,
that, sir?
That's illegal. You do have to pay it back. You should have to pay it back. That's us common folk have to pay it back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
What do you think
I don't know.
morally, though? Coming from a moral sense, not so much of a payback. What do you think
No,
about that
that's-
morally?
It's
How
unacceptable.
fucked up is that?
Unacceptable. It's fucked up. Obviously, that's crazy. I mean, I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't know. I had what was it last year when I got laid off in April? Last year, April. No. I applied for emergency food stamps. Okay, because I lost my job. I didn't start collecting for almost 2 months. I don't know what the hell the big deal was.
Did they say you made too much money to collect the food stamps?
So when I started when I started unemployment, they cut it down to $23 a month. So
Food stamps?
Yeah. What the fuck is $23 a month?
You
What
can
the
keep
hell
your
is-
$23, dude.
Honestly,
Here it
I
comes.
was like, that's crazy, dude. But yeah, no,
Did
that's
it.
morally fucked up, dude. Like, I don't know. So do they have to pay this back?
It doesn't say
Is
because it hasn't come to a conclusion yet. Basically, what it was Doge found this inconsistency and then brought it
Yeah.
to the sphere. There is no conclusion to the to the whole mess.
And
here.
there's tons of this stuff going on. Like, for some reason, they're not talking about it as much now in the news, and partly it's because I know Elon has been getting, like, because of the work he's doing, he's been, like, the left is trying to destroy everything he has. But, dude, they've been so much, billions and billions, actually up to trillions of dollars, had just went to, like, sometimes it didn't even say where it was going to or what it was going to.
It was
just
earmarked.
Earmarked. Like you saw they just found out another $93 million that the Biden administration fucking disappeared to all these NGOs and stuff. Like, the further we get out from the Biden administration, the more shit that we're starting to realize. Like, dude, like, most of the stuff that was done, the president didn't even know about, so it should all be null and void. A lot of it, actually. Like,
Now,
probably
Hamma,
one of the biggest scandals.
Hamma, what do you think about this with the Doge finding the government employees were collecting unemployment benefits while still not being unemployed?
Didn't you already ask that question?
I'm trying to go around the panel and get some different.
I was looking up. Hold
Ryan?
on, sorry. Yeah. I was looking up something else with the Massachusetts mileage law thing. I was not listening. I'm sorry. You can hit the button on me if you'd like.
I would like to do
I was trying to look up something else.
What do you think about people getting unemployment who work for the government? Like, and that's a ton of that money is for people. There's not just this, a lot of other situations. There's money that's being taken by government. It's a lot of, dude. I don't know. What do you think about that, Hamma? Do you have any thoughts?
Anyone collecting unemployment shouldn't be collecting unemployment and working a job. It's just morally incorrect. It doesn't make sense. Why were they allowed to even file for that anyway? Doesn't unemployment know that they would have an active job?
Oh, like, that reminds me how they're really going after all that Act Blue stuff. Like how Stacey Abrams got $2 billion in an account that was to get people to come out to vote for Democrat. Like, that's against the fucking law. Like, what are we doing?
Jesus.
$2 billion, bud.
Now, speaking of against the law, explain to me now, Styles, I'm going to go to you first on this one. Explain to me why the United States taxpayers are subsidizing health insurance in other countries.
Yeah, explain to me. All right, so why is it that American citizens, we pay, if you break it down, you look at it, we pay 75% of the bill for the world's healthcare. We subsidize all these other countries. Why?
And we're number 30. We're number 30.
I'm not saying don't help anybody. Right, exactly what Weapon just said. Yet our health is fucking terrible in this country. Our children's health in this country is terrible. Look at the shit that just came out with RFK Jr. when he's showing how sick kids are. But now that it's getting out, we need to do what we need to do to solve the problem. You know what I mean? Like, bro.
Isn't cancer up right now too with like younger population and everything? And has a lot
has
to do with
exploded, and they believe and they believe the food and the jab. And speaking of that, man, I know we're all over the place, but they just banned the jab for anybody under the age of 65, so that's a fucking win, baby.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Do you want to know something crazy that me and Crystal were talking about
that, right?
like a few weeks ago? Was like my generation, the girls who used to take birth control and shit, now 20 years later, are coming up with like cysts and ovarian cancer and shit like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah, and
we're in our mid 30s. It's crazy.
That's wild, dude.
And I heard about that also.
My friend. Population control.
Absolutely. That was exactly where I was going. You're on it, bro. Because I was saying, like, you notice that with the jab, a lot of the stuff that it's hurting you and affecting you with is sterilizing people and stuff. And all this, sorry, not to have to, a lot of people will get upset about this, but all this transgender shit does the same thing. It sterilizes, bro. It sterilizes people.
Did you mean ovulation control?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bro.
You can hit the buzzer.
That's going to be a good clip, too. We were all picking up what we were putting down, and even we got the joke in too with fucking this guy just ate a meal before the show and behind the scenes. Now he's gonna eat another meal. It's fat piece of shit.
You know why though? You know why? Because my awesome wife made me fucking because she did her womanly duties and made her king some breakfast.
And kudos to her.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Anybody in the comments right now? Oh, Capital E's in the comments. Good morning, Capital E.
Good morning, Capital E. And I support eating on camera too. So what am I talking about?
Oh, we all know you do, Mr.
Yeah,
Pickles.
Mr. Snacky.
I had a.
Where's your pickles, kid?
Hey,
with my
also speaking of money. Listen, also speaking of money, and then Hamma, we'll go to you. This crazy scandal erupts with Qatar gifting President Trump that plane. What's your thoughts on this?
I don't think it's a bribe at all. In what way would it be a bribe? Because he said he's going to keep in his own library after the fact. Yeah, Ronald Reagan did the same thing. Why was it not a problem when Ronald Reagan did it and put it in his own library?
Good point. Yeah. Great point there.
Because they just can't stand it. They don't like it.
Any win.
I still don't think it's a bribe because he's not taking it personally. The Department of Defense is taking it.
No,
for the Air Force.
To play devil's advocate, the only one thing that worries me about that plane is if
is it bugged or is it like?
Yes,
I was gonna say that's the first thing they have to go through that thing like with a fine tooth comb and wipe anything. They're gonna end up redoing it.
I would say if China was trying to give them one, I'd be like, yeah, no, like, obviously
that'd be a little different.
Yeah.
But isn't Qatar in cahoots with like most of those people? Russia, North Korea, Iran, China.
But we probably have to be their number one buyer of their oil and shit, right?
No, yeah, but as I think about this, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to play that role, you know what I mean? To play that role with, if China is involved, I'm not saying they are. This is a complete tinfoil hat conspiracy here, but let's say that Qatar is in, secondary friend level with these guys, and they're like, listen, you gift them the plane, but we'll throw in our fucking spyware in here. You know what I mean? To try to get some of this shit. I'm not saying
they end up wiping that whole thing out.
I would hope so. I would fucking hope so.
They said it was a $400 billion plane, and they said it was going to be like hundreds of millions of dollars to redo it. To his, he'd want it in his spec.
And don't forget, the only reason that Trump's even taking that is because fucking Boeing can't get their head out their ass and get the new fucking plane, the new Air Force One, which he's been with the.
That's funny. Wasn't that one of the things he went over there to do? Was to sign a huge deal with Boeing and Qatar so that they make their planes.
Mm-hmm.
Qatar Airlines or Airways, whatever they are.
Yep. I believe hasn't Boeing been trying to make that plane for like 10 years, for like a decade, but they've given other countries planes that they ordered, I believe, already. So yeah, there's it's not a plane for Trump, and now they're starting in the left because of all the scandals that are coming out that happened on Trump's coins, his meme coins. Even though I wouldn't buy that stuff, like, dude, who gives a shit? Because basically, there's winners and there's losers. You know what I mean? You got to play it right. Like,
I'd go with the Trump coin over the fucking Hawk coin.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
I'd want me some of that Hawk
But I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, it's all really junk. Just like the what were those things called there? The FTs, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? It was like
NFTs.
NFTs. You never even hear about that shit anymore because it was ridiculous. Like, why are you gonna buy that when you could just screenshot it and now you like? I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Speaking of screening, what are your guys' takes on the president of France, the prime minister of England, and the chancellor of Germany getting caught on camera with a baggie of that yum yum?
Hell yeah. I finally saw that goddamn video. That shit was funny.
What did he get called?
That dude swiped that shit up so fast.
Wait, what did he get called?
A bag of that yum yum.
Yeah. I'm looking it up.
Bro, do we have a clip? Because
I'm looking it up right now.
It does no justice because the way the dude, like when he figured out the bag was there, the way he like slyly put it in his hand
and the spoon too.
And try to put it in his pocket, bro. It was so obvious, dude. But we can't do no justice articulating that. We need to show that clip.
Yeah,
dude, I didn't. Yeah, honestly, dude, I didn't even hear about this shit. When was this? Like,
you didn't hear about that, dude? Oh my god!
I got it. I got it here. I'm about to send it in the group if you guys want it.
All right, do it, sir.
Blowing that ooh la la. Huh?
Yo,
put it in the chat. bring it right up.
And a spoon, a little mini spoon too. Watch it. Bring it up. I got it. It's coming up. This is so good. I actually made a funny video to this thing too.
Cocaine.
I don't know if you guys saw that video. Let me know when the
if you put the link in the chat, I can do it faster.
Put it in the private chat. Put it in the private chat in the StreamYard joint.
No, but then I'd have to. But the problem is that it would mess me all up. I'd have to drop down out of the screen and.
You're already all messed up. What are you talking about?
No, I know. It's true. It's yes, points. Yay!
Yes.
I'm trying to find the
Dom
good one
DeMarco.
Dude, you know we need to mention at some point too and show like a picture or a video of it. I did send you it in the Facebook Messenger, just so you know. Oh, and here it comes right here. And I'm bringing it up.
Aaron, open up. Here it comes.
Here we go. Bring it up. Oh my god.
Can you zoom in on that at all? Is it possible?
Yeah, he can. I think. But whatever. Even I don't know if there's a way to maximize it, but.
No, I don't. It's not. It's a short, so it's different.
All right, hold on.
Ready?
Yeah, you can do it. I didn't realize that was a short. I actually.
As long as it's on there, fuck it.
We're taking drugs.
You know what? I have a better one.
This video of the British Prime Minister, French President, and German Chancellor traveling to Kyiv has been viewed over 85 million times across several online platforms. Multiple users claim that this was a bag of cocaine and this was a spoonful of drug. But higher quality photos and videos from media outlets show that this was actually a tissue and this seems to be a small cocktail notepik. The earliest false claims that reached the time were posted by French online users hours after a media agency released the video. The claims were also spread by
damage control.
two senior Russian.
It does have damage control. All right, I sent you another one. Go to the other one and see this. And I wasn't. What they just said those were, I don't know. That didn't jive. And
they probably edited that out, dude.
I just sent you another one where it's actually we'll be able to see it up close. No, we're not gonna do that one.
Up close and sniffable.
I need dude. I can't do it in.
I know. I get it. No, I know. Sorry.
Better be sorry.
Also,
if you did it in the private chat, I can do it faster.
I know. No, that's fine.
He can't back. He's only on one device. He can't multi. So he's.
Oh, why you got a pirate thing on your wall? We always knew you were a butt pirate.
Cause I'm a pirate, bud.
You're a butt pirate for sure.
This is pirate radio. This is pirate radio.
All right.
That Letitia James statue. I want us to see that too.
All right.
Who is it?
All right, Paul. Bring it up. Bring it up.
Okay, going up, sir. Going up.
On a Tuesday?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Hopefully this is not more damage control. Okay, here we go. Now we can see it better.
Suggested shows the leaders of France, Germany, and the UK caught with an illegal substance on a train in Ukraine.
I mean, from here it does look like
this is the viral video.
Now watch, but watch the way he cuffs it.
Online, showing French President Emmanuel Macron removing one item from the table.
That's weird.
Friedrich Merz concealed another.
And he gets a spoon.
Many on social media, including some pro-Russian and far-right political commentators,
and look at their faces.
Even
they look like
shocked. Minister.
Dude, their fucking eyes are like this.
That's what I was gonna say. Did you look at their face? They look all strung out.
Bro, dude, look at how sus the fucking French president looks.
Yeah. He's got like a smirk on his face.
And guess who they were hanging out with? Bro, guess who? Yes, they were hanging out with Zelensky, and Zelensky is a known friggin'. He loves to hit the slopes. He loves to hit the slopes, kid.
Oh, Miles is getting ready for church, I think.
Holy smokes. You want me to take
that
down?
I'll probably be out a little bit later, though.
Praise be the Father.
What's that?
Stick it in his butt. Stick it in his
butt. No! Stop that.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
Oh, what is that?
He'll come out like a little bit later. We're just getting ready for church, so.
He's like, I like the cummy dripping
yeah,
down
he'll be out here later on.
Yeah, we're just doing a podcast. That's all, bud. Yep, just fuck everything up. Good job, bud. fucking asshole. Hey, how's it going? All right.
Sorry, that's my neighbor.
Oh yeah, fuck your neighbor. All right, we're on a fucking podcast. Let's go. What do we got now, sir?
Ooh, Jesus.
Well, speaking speaking of church, motherfuckers, we have a new pope. What up?
Oh, from Chicago.
Weapon. Since you're going to get your cheeks clapped by a fucking Father Touchman, what do you think about the new pope?
The New Age church, bro. That's the old school shit. But that's where Paul goes.
That's what they say. What's your thoughts?
No, what do you think?
What's your thoughts on the new pope being
What's your thoughts on the new pope?
I don't care. Either way, I'm not Catholic, so I don't know. I don't even care about any of that. So, but yeah, I guess an American pope. That's cool.
No, but there is reasons.
No, all right, no, because I don't think he understands where we're leading him. All right, so let me lead you a little bit.
No,
here.
he doesn't. He doesn't understand anything.
Oh, Paul, hey.
Now, Weapon, what do you think about the new pope? A, being from America, and B, he's more of a liberal pope. It's not so much a conservative pope. So you think he's gonna open the church up more to the LGBTQ 794 plus 22 community?
I just don't care. I honestly don't think about it at all. But that's great. We have a new pope, and he's American, I guess. I don't know. But
so they don't push.
Catholic Church is evil. I mean, either way you break it down. I mean, that's. I mean, when they protect pedophiles, like that's sick. I don't know. I'm a Christian,
apparently,
so I don't know.
You're right. I'm a Christian too, but apparently they said that this guy, when he was a cardinal, that he swept shit under the rug for priests that were caught being
molesters.
Don't surprise me.
Yeah.
So question. I have a question for you though. What Weapon? I don't consider myself a Catholic anymore. I just consider myself a Christian. But do they push? Oh. Do they push at your church? Do they try to push any of the
Oh, they push it in deep, I bet.
LGBTQ plus type stuff or?
Dude, my priest last week. I'm sorry, I wasn't there last week. The week before. I'm sorry. Our pastor. Dude, he actually says crazy stuff that he said something about a crack house on stage. Dude, he's comedic, funny, but at the same time you're kind of oh shit, that's a little but
boy.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, no.
Where do they stand? Where do they stand on the LBG? That was the question I actually asked. Right?
Honestly, they don't bring it up, but I know that gays and lesbians are welcome, so I don't know. That's just whatever.
I mean, I think
they bring money.
Well, yes, I think
That's blasphemy in the church, man. That's blasphemy for the church, bro. I'm sorry.
That is blasphemy.
I mean, yeah.
That's why I have a problem with the new pope.
Yeah.
That's why I have a problem with the new pope because I heard somebody say that he was Pope Francis light, but more I've looked into him, I think he's actually
light
more
in
progressive.
The
No. I think he's more progressive and worse than Francis was. I think it's not good.
I thought a few weeks ago you were saying that he was more conservative.
No. I was saying that I was hoping that he was a conservative. Well, I said that he was a progressive from the jump, and I was hoping for a conservative. I said I thought it was good to have an American pope, but for what he stands for, it's But for what he stands for, it's not. Nah.
I mean, what the Catholic Church stands for is.
Yes, he's gonna push all the same stuff. I agree with you. He's gonna push all the same stuff.
Hold on, Hamma. What do you think about this? Since we've had these two. These two actually do go to church, or Weapon sided, and Paul's been going. You don't go. I know you don't
I
go.
stand on it. I don't.
Exactly. So give me your point.
It doesn't affect me. I think the same shit's gonna happen. These people just lead each other. They're not gonna ever snitch on each other if there was ever things going on. Of course, people would sweep shit under the rug if they had to help each other out. Yeah. That's so tight in a community that it would be weird for them to break off and do his own thing.
Also,
I agree with you. You name me one organization. That rats itself from within. Even this is gonna go crazy and off topic a little bit, but even the police department. Do you think the police department, when one cop goes rogue and slams some fucking black dude's head on a fucking car, you think the other guys go? Hey,
I like how you're gonna lead into the next subject.
Yeah. That's
pretty good.
I like this. But no, I think he's bad. I think he's bad. I think the whole situation's bad, man.
I really don't know much about that, to be honest with you. Because I don't follow it. I'm not into that.
It's politics. Well, it's politics. Like I think it's crazy that he's out here talking about. He's out here talking about how everybody there should be no borders. Everybody in the world should be able to go wherever they want. Meanwhile, nobody can come into the Vatican. Their walls are like, you know what I mean? Like
it's like
they just they don't practice. They don't practice what they preach. It's all
right. Now speaking
I don't like
of
their politics.
Listen, speaking of homosexuality and weird kinks and whatnot.
Well, that's Paul. That's Paul's department. Paul, do you want to speak on that?
Sir,
it's not just Paul.
Stop having fantasies. That's wishful thinking,
It's not just Paul's department. It's not just Paul's department. What started this week or last week? The Diddy trial. Let's get into this Diddy trial.
Oh!
Speaking of degeneracy.
Take that.
Speaking of
he took that.
Now listen, so we've had a couple of days of testimony.
That's a clip too, baby.
Bro, we've had a couple of days of testimony, and his girlfriend's testimony was damning, bro. They were hiring male escorts. They were ejaculating inside of Cassie, and then she would go into the other room. She would take the ejaculation out of her vagina and then wipe it on his nipples.
I heard that.
This is not hearsay. This is not testimony, bro. This is documented testimony in a courtroom, which is as fact as you can make fact possible.
Facts. And what about the GBH? What about this shit? The GBH?
Yeah, I heard about that.
In the baby oil?
Molly, GBH. There was ecstasy, bro. It was everything.
And his assistants.
That sounds pretty good,
dude. They said his assistants used to fucking walk around with fanny packs with all that shit in it and just be fucking dosing people. And dosing people that didn't even know, just dumping in their fucking drinks and shit.
Their fanny packs with their buttholes, buddy.
By the way, did you see this? Did you see that AI that I posted that someone made of Epstein and Diddy in jail together, and they're like hugging and kissing? Bro, AI is fucking diabolical, bro. AI is scaring the shit out of me. We'll get into that at some point too, but.
Rolling in the grave.
What's your guys' take on that Diddy thing, man? What's your take, Paul, on him rubbing male escort gymnastics all over his nipples?
Bro, what the
Gymnastics.
What in the fucking no fucking Diddy fucking silly ass wacky shit, bro? What is it though with rich people in general? Not all, but a lot of them. Like, once you're so rich, is it like you just done everything? So just like
I think that's what it is.
Nothing's gonna get you off anymore. So you're like, what's gonna get me off today? I want to rub some strange dude's jizz on my nips. Like what?
Bro, and to double back against that, he paid the escorts on their performance anywhere from $500 to $6,000. So some of the escorts testimony.
There's a rumor that it's because fucking P. Diddy's not doing too well in the fucking hog department despite being black, and that's why he really wanted these dudes to fucking. He wanted some mandingos in the room.
That's racist, Paul.
No,
sorry, sir.
No, you're right. It is that, and it's the fact that he's a producer. Because if you listen to some of the testimony from Cassie, she was saying that one of the male escorts will be doing this thing, and they're in sheets, and they're supposed to be baby oiled all up so their skin glistens. If some of the sheets rub the baby oil off, he'd stop them in the middle of banging and make them go reapply so that the scene was perfect. Where does that mentality come from?
And
being touched as a young boy.
But
that's Clyde. So the rumor is
Yes.
The rumor is Clyde Davis. The rumor is Clyde Davis actually turned Diddy out because Diddy couldn't get the money to start Bad Boy, and Clyde Davis gave him his first $1 million to get started.
No, the fucking door was open. I don't know why the door was open. But yeah, dude, this shit is freaking.
Elmo song.
No, I heard someone yelling in the back. I didn't realize that the door was open. But dude, don't you think that he was reapplying it also? Don't you think he was reapplying it also? You're a homo. She's reapplying it because of the drugs. If that's really, because I'm hearing that's really what the.
That's what I heard too. I heard about that. Yeah.
And also, dude, there's mad videos of Diddy, like, every time he, like, showed up to, like, anything, or, like, concerts and shit, where he was, like, always lubed up. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Bro, it's just wild, man.
What's up with that shit, dude?
Shit.
Bro, definitely. Like, you know that rapper that got canceled, the Baby? He's another dude. And 50 Cent would always do that shit too. What? These fucking motherfuckers are all oiled up. Like, what?
Yo, 50 Cent is trolling Diddy hardcore, bro. You see what he was like, yo, I'm invoicing my $20 because he had the free P Diddy shirt on. He's like, where's my invoice going from? I want my $20, bro.
Yeah,
he's wild, bro.
I actually screenshotted the thing that he posted. Oh.
Is that what it sounds like when Kathy puts her finger in your butt? You
go, the pickle porthole.
Dude, I wish I had that freaking Polly Pickle. No, you know the Polly Pickles video that I made of me as a pickle. Mm-hmm. I wish we had that, and Ryan could just bring that up.
I know. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, speaking of your royalty hole, what do you guys think about Saudi Arabia rolling out the purple carpet for Trump when he rolled up? And hold on. Only the second time has NBS actually met someone at the airport. The other time was when his father showed up. The second time was when Trump. Other than that, usually NBS's people come and get him and bring him back to the presidential palace.
Can we get some
NBS went out?
Can we get some sound for this? Can we get some sound for this?
Yep.
Can you play some? Beautiful.
Hold on, Marco. We're gonna bring that. We're gonna bring that clip up right now.
We're gonna bring that clip up.
Do it up.
Yes, sir.
Polly's presidential pickle palace.
Ooh,
Go ahead.
Clip that.
Okay, coming up. Let's go.
Look at him.
Fucking legend.
Royalty.
Yep.
Fucking legend.
Funniest shit that they gave a dap and a pound.
I like the purple carpet.
I like the purple. Dude, look at his tie. His tie's even purple.
Right?
This motherfucker's balling out of control. I know they never do this for anybody. It really is true.
Remember, you're not supposed to touch him or whatever, and he did that. Remember? Didn't he do that?
Yeah. You're not supposed to touch the crown prince, and he walked by and freaking tapped him on his shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Trump didn't pull him in like he normally does. When he shakes
his hand,
he doesn't like, he fucking yanks him in. That's crazy. So what do you guys think about that? Is that a sign that Saudi Arabia's on board with America moving forward here, or Trump at least?
Could be at least be a sign of respect.
Mm.
Yeah,
it's definitely a sign of respect.
And not have somebody sleeping at the wheel.
But what do you guys make of all of the stuff that mainstream liberal corporate media is, trashing Trump about? Oh yeah, going to Saudi Arabia and about the plane from like they're trying to trash everything about this trip. I'm just trying to play devil's advocate.
I think the fact that he actually went to Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia rolled out the purple carpet. I think that's more of a sign for the other countries around. That shows Iran. That shows China. That shows fucking North Korea. That shows any other of those nations that surround them. We're with them. We're with America. So don't try none of that funny shit. I think that's a subliminal message to the rest of the world, being like, look. And let's be honest, Saudi Arabia, it controls fucking oil, dude. There are other oil-producing countries, but not to the degree that Saudi Arabia does. Saudi Arabia was to pull their oil off the market, bro. The shit would oil would skyrocket immediately. That's the amount of oil they put into that economy.
I think a lot of people don't think of the bigger picture and think about geopolitics, like just what you're saying, how everything affects everything, and they just want to be like, oh, well, they're this and they're that, like, bro, like in reality, like I'm sorry, nobody can say that Trump's foreign policy is not on fleek. Like I had to say he's probably got the best foreign policy of any president ever, especially in the Middle East.
Saudi Arabia is number two in the world for oil production, behind us.
Thank you.
Behind us.
Statistics, like man. Appreciate
that.
That is good shit.
Yo, I saw gas for $2.43 the other day.
That's crazy.
$2.43 in Lakeville.
Imagine pulling 11% out of your economy.
We're pulling 25.
Yeah, but how much of that are we selling though? Is that exported or is
it doesn't? It just says how many millions of barrels per day we produce, and then what percentage of the world total it is.
So between America and Saudi Arabia, we have 36% of the world's fucking oil being produced.
It's 33%. Oh, America's was 22. Sorry, so 30.
22, yeah, so 33. That's still a fucking third of the entire world.
And they do actually, and Saudi Arabia actually does want to play nice with the rest of the world. You know what I mean? Like,
no, they don't, bro. They don't like Yemen.
Yeah, I know.
They don't like Yemen.
I don't think anybody.
Good.
Dude, that's what it's supposed to sound like at 11:30 o'clock coming out of your room. That's the noises out of your bedroom.
Bro, hey Ryan.
No, she was sneezing.
Since there's a lot of mayhem. Since there's a lot of mayhem going, she's allergic to you. Since there's a lot of mayhem going, Ryan, could you do me a favor? The last video that I just put up in Facebook Messenger group text, it's hilarious. It's something that people definitely need to see. If you could get that and bring it up.
Boy. We better fact check that first.
No, you'll love it.
The mentally retarded one?
Yeah, that's it. All
right, hold on.
Because it's very important. It's very important for people to understand the way that the Democratic Party is. What?
That's not YouTube. I can't get a clip of it.
Oh, you can't just like. Is there a way that I can send it to you that you can play it on there? Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, let's talk about.
Actually, you know what? Yeah.
All right. So listen. In the meantime, let's talk about
bring up
how
the next thing.
Those South Africans who are white South African farmers. And Trump is allowing them to come over to the United States, and the left is absolutely losing their marbles over this.
Big time.
Weapon. You've been a little quiet recently on these topics. What do you think about this? Are you hip to this issue?
I am not. Teach me.
All right, hold on.
Not again.
Did anyone see the clip of Elon staring a fucking hole through the president of South Africa?
Yeah, dude.
Ready to fucking kill him.
Wild.
Do you have that?
I'll find it.
Yeah, that was. And dude, President Trump is a
dude. He didn't even blink.
Dude, President Trump is a G for that. He was like, listen. All this genocide going over there. And the president was like, there's no genocide. Trump was like, all right, cut the lights. We got a clip.
Yeah, and we do have a clip of that if you want to
That was, dude.
You want to bring that up?
Yeah, if you could bring any of them up, dude, that was wild, bro. That was a mic drop moment. And they're like, why is Trump bullying the president of South Africa? It's not bullying, bro. It's calling a fucking liar a lie. It's calling a spade a spade. You want to try to lie to my face? Here's the proof, bitch.
All right, hold on.
In the meantime, go check out It's Your Boy FiF on all platforms: Spotify, Apple, YouTube.
Paulie, put that screen share.
All types of music on there. You got Kraken Blood on there. Fucking Concrete Jungle.
Oh, hold on, I fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is good.
All right, we're back.
You have to unmute. Oh, there it is.
It's muted. We can't hear it.
Can you hear it?
No.
You people are going to occupy land. Require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do. Who are you to ask whether we can occupy land or not? We are going to occupy land. South Africa occupy land. That's who we are. Can we drop my membership from this useless parliament? Yes, Honorable Member. Must never be scared to give a revolution. Demand that at some point there must be killing because the killing is part of a revolution act. Shoot, kill, no.
Shut up.
All right, we basically get the point of what he was trying to say here.
Yeah, dude, that one right there.
This
where
dude
he actually
came with.
says, kill the farmer, kill the boy. And there's actually a clip, I don't even know if they showed it in there, where the actual president is saying that stuff. We will take the land without compensating them at all.
No, he said for right now. He goes, right now, they're fine. What do you mean right now?
And then when they found out...
This dude came with fucking receipts, dude.
Bro,
he was like, oh, let me show you something real quick.
Yeah. Again, lie to me. Lie to my face on national TV, bro. Check this out.
But listen,
hey,
but do you guys know...
Dim the lights down.
But you guys know that on liberal mainstream corporate media that they're saying that like all of that Trump showed that's all fake, it's all a lie, like that's literally what these people are.
Come on,
of course they did. Did you expect anything different from the fucking news corporate media? Come on, like
no shit,
dude. Like if I say to people all the time, if the only way that you consume your news is from liberal corporate mainstream media, you have zero fucking clue on what's going on in the world. And in this country.
No, that's propaganda.
You just live in fantasy fucking land.
Well, you gotta get it through podcasts and other. Like,
no, seriously, bro.
By the way,
to segregate people, man. If you want the most gullible, easily brainwashed people, you know what bubble to tap. You know where to go to get the people to back you. Yeah, exactly.
Useful idiots. Yeah. Ryan, I sent you the YouTube link of that video that I wanted to see, that I want to show people.
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
So they can understand.
That fucking snake is back. That motherfucker. Sally the snake.
Yo, I gotta bounce.
To make...
You gotta bounce?
Alright, yeah, I gotta check. But
peace, brother.
I will talk to you guys later.
Don't let father touch me. Put the cummy in your bummy.
I will not. Alright. Later, guys.
Alright, brother.
Later.
Peace.
Yo.
Ayo. You got it, Hammer Man?
I'm trying to get it right now.
But yeah.
So again, in the meantime, go stream the song "Time" by Keeping It Cloudy, featuring It's Your Boy FiF. That's a dope song, very sentimental for both of us on that one. Let's see what else dropped. Oh yeah,
Wolves.
Marvin Gaye featuring It's Your Boy FiF. Wolves. That's another track that's fucking fire right there.
Concrete Jungle.
That's It's Your Boy FiF featuring King Handsome. All these have dropped in 2025. They're on all major platforms. All you gotta do is type in it's not your, it's YA. You know, this was a typo on the fucking shirt because some people don't know how to read.
Fucking Kraken Blood.
Yeah, Kraken Blood's another one. You can check that out. Apple Music, Spotify Music, and YouTube Music.
Scoundrels.
Yes, that's myself was on it. Weapon, who's formerly on the program a minute ago. Carcunyao.
Oh, you're good to go.
Carcunyao.
Anunnaki Cruise and Aaron All Nighter, baby.
And freaking Threat. Definitely check out Threat too. Here we go. Yeah. Important video on Democrats.
I like the 50 style already.
Usually, the mentally retarded are divided into classifications. The educable, the trainable, and the custodial. Obviously, we can only assess the abilities or potential of the mentally retarded on an individual basis.
I fucking hate
Seemingly random motions and movements are fairly common among the custodial retarded. They may take many forms.
Oh god, that's Collie's priest right there.
Meaning whatever, and may even cause unintentional, self-inflicted injuries. The vast majority of the mentally retarded are intelligent enough that they can be taught a great many things. However, there's a wide range of ability, even among those considered educable.
Where am I going?
Their ability to learn
Which way did he go?
varies
Which way did he go?
according to their level of intelligence.
Where did he go, Josh? Which way?
Equally important is a stimulating
I like ice cream.
However, we must remember to set realistic standards that are not too high for the individual.
She's
Do I hate that big
Many of the
motherfucker?
trainable retarded can learn to take certain kinds of household responsibilities, some of which may be more complex than they are usually given credit for.
Oh, the fucking devil.
It would be wrong to expect a mentally retarded person to become a master
Hello,
craftsman.
Sunday morning.
And that's your nephew.
But even in the skilled trades, for example, the mentally retarded can be trained to become valuable assistants. Who are the mentally retarded?
Jamie Raskins is a piece of shit.
They are people. They come in both sexes and in all sizes, shapes, creeds, and colors. Wherever people live, there also live the mentally
Dude, Liz Cheney is a piece of filth. Ah, Mark Hamill, piece of shit.
I need a pen.
Oh, right. Dude. But that was good, though, huh? Do you like that?
Yeah, that was funny.
I thought it was funny. And it was all, like, the biggest fucktards that they have. FiF, how come? And you know what? FiF, the Anunnaki cruise, the artwork that he made for you, was it a picture of you wearing that shirt? Because it says it's yours spelled that way, your boy FiF on it.
So I had to give him like 5 or 6 different pictures, and I let him pick which
one
he thought was going to be the.
But the AI picked it up on one of them. Yeah. Dude, but all that shit came out good. Even the one he made for me and shit. Shout out to Anunnaki Cruise. So what we got, baby? Where we at? You trying to see?
We got half an hour left. Let's jump ahead a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of Democrats
because I got
former Democrats, RFK Jr. bans the COVID jab for people under 65 unless they are immune compromised.
Can we get some goddamn sound for that, please, sir?
Hold on, let me double that one.
Bro.
Thank you.
Bro, that shit is fucking amazing because they've proved now that it's more harmful than good for you to take the shot.
Well, that's common sense when we figured out that when you take a vaccine that it didn't stop you from getting the disease itself, then it's not really what the fuck. What's the purpose then?
Yeah.
If the intended thing for the vaccine when it came out was, you remember, and we were spoon fed this for months. If you get the vaccination, you won't pass it on to your grandmother. We'll be able to open things up. It's all bullshit, bro. These motherfuckers were passing the shit on. As a matter of fact, you're more susceptible of getting it than you were if you had natural immunity to it and you didn't get the vax.
Bro, natural immunity and like I've said before on the show, man, I'm not trying to hide it. Like, I was duped, man. I was duped. I got a couple shots, so now we get to see. I guess
the church.
I guess we get to see. I guess we get to see. Yes.
Father,
points.
touch me.
Now I guess we get to see, like, in real time though. You know what I mean? I'm the test subject. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm hoping. We're all praying. No, let's stop being foolish for a second. I know that's hard for you, but we're praying that I got the bitch. We're praying that we're praying that
Jim Ross.
Nothing happened to me. Hey, just so you guys know, all the viewers, I had this stutter before I got the vaccine. Just so you know. But we're hoping. Aren't you guys, as my friends, hoping that I got the placebo, the saline solution? Because they said that some of the shit wasn't even actually.
It wasn't real. No, know what I'm hoping?
The so-called vaccine.
I'm hoping you don't get like the blood clots, but I definitely do see like the cuck side of you coming out more now because of this. So
it's gonna turn me into a Democrat.
You got the beta shot.
It's gonna turn me into a Democrat. What if that's
Kathy? Whatever you like, Kathy.
No. Oh my God, that didn't even sound like your voice. That scared me. Well, I mean, I have to pick up my daughter from work. That's why. And Kathy's working today. That's why she's like, could you stop screaming up there like a fucking maniac?
What about you, Hamma? Hamma, what do you think about that? What do you think about RFK Jr. and him saying that the jab should be illegal for under 65 unless there's medical complications?
As far as we're concerned, I think it's a step in the right direction for what he's trying to accomplish as overall. It's one move that he needed to make. I think he's going to go a lot further with it. The same thing with like the autism shit. It's going to He's eventually going to start with that, and it's
like you're saying not enough, right? Because like they're
it's a
doing
step in the right direction.
There's
he
a
can't
process.
do everything
at once.
It's going to be one step, one building block at a time. It'll start there. It starts with under 65, and then we'll see when more data comes out.
No, you know what the next thing is going to be is why are we jabbing newborn babies with Hep B fucking?
I did. You know what? You're right. I did see that this week. I saw that a lot this week. The hepatitis B shit.
Why would you give that to a newborn? That's a sexually transmitted disease, dude.
I know,
bro. When I went to CVS the other day, they asked me if I wanted like a whole bunch of different shots. Like they raffled off. I'm like, no, not like what the hell's going on?
Dude, this dude pulled his pants down immediately and was like, "Get me!"
No. It's like in the beginning. Like I got mine way early before like any of the stuff actually started. You know what I mean? Like I should have been more suspicious of it. You know what I mean? Because like I never got the flu shot and stuff like that. But like I'm not a person who doesn't believe in vaccines at all. Like measles, mumps, and rubella, like okay, but like even
no,
like,
you're talking about real vaccines. You're not talking about this new shit.
Right, because they call it a vaccine, but it's not even actually.
It's not a vaccine.
If I knew,
well, the mRNA is completely different than the old vaccines.
That's new.
Like
that's
I say, I admit it. I was duped. Like if I knew anything close to what I know now, never in a million years. Kathy had actually were like, oh, she made like it was in the very beginning when I was like watching shit and like they were making like I didn't know nothing about it. But still, I should have questioned because I question everything. Like all the time, I'm like, why the fuck did I like? But that's sort of how it worked. But that's sort of how it worked. Like,
if you never got the flu vaccine, why would you just shoot right for the COVID?
I know, and that's what I said to my wife. She actually made the appointment for us to go and get the shots, and I was like,
"That I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it."
And I was like, "Why did you make the appointment?"
Come on, Paul.
And I was like,
okay.
"Well, like, no, more like she wanted
anything.
Me...
Can I smell your bra?"
No, more like she wanted me. You bastard.
Juice.
No, more like she wanted me to go with her. Like she was actually afraid of it too. Like, because this is before anybody was even saying anything about, you know what I mean? But yeah, dude, just please say your prayers for me, okay? I'm being honest on here and telling the truth.
He's being vulnerable, and we're not being good friends, and
right.
We're not.
Sorry.
We're not accepting his vulnerability.
I'll mute myself. You can talk.
Man, I'm glad. Even though you're just joking around, that was nice for you to actually act like a human being for a change. I appreciate that.
You know, every once in a while, I gotta break out of my fucking animalistic fucking instincts and turn back.
But no, so
and gave him the chance to talk.
Everybody, please say a prayer for me that I'm not gonna die of fucking myocarditis.
Oh man.
Is there like a clip?
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
No, he comes, all right.
Yeah. So where we at? What do we got?
All right, so what about this? How do you guys feeling about this year specifically? Independence Day, July 4th. Rumor has it Trump is going to assign into effect, which the bill is already passed, I believe, the House and Senate. So I think they're waiting on the president's fucking Johnny signage here. No tips or no
I didn't think the whole thing is passed, isn't it?
I thought when I watched the PBD podcast, I thought they said that it got passed both House and Senate. I could be wrong.
No.
I think it definitely passed the Senate. I'm not.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of?
It has to pass the House first.
It was the no tax on tips went back and forth between the House, the Senate. It went back and forth a couple times.
So there's no tax. So for the people who don't know, there's no federal tax on overtime, no more federal tax on tips. And if you buy a car that has parts and is made in America, I think the sales tax is also revoked on the federal side, not the state side. On the federal side.
I think they give you 10% back or 10%.
And you know what I gotta say?
You're still paying less.
And you know what I gotta say about that too? Promises made, promises kept. God damn it.
So
for real,
there's a lot more to the no tax on tips and no tax on overtime. I don't know how far you've actually read into that.
And no tax on Social Security or less.
It's not like a no tax. Like there still will be payroll taxes, but they give you the deduction at the end of the year. Up to 20. So for like tips, it's like up to 25,000. You can write off.
Still.
So if you
won't see this. So you won't see this in your check. You won't see this in your check week to week. This is
you'll just get
it's a tax write-off.
Correct. Yeah, so say if you make
at least you're getting it back, even though that's bullshit. But at least you're still getting it back at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But...
say you make $50,000-$60,000 and we'll call it 30,000 of that is tips. The first 25,000 is a write-off. So you only end up paying taxes on the 5,000 in tips. Yeah. The overtime's a little bit harder to understand in the sense that like it has to do with income. That one went back and forth between the Senate and the House a few different times too. I don't really know that one off the top of my head as well, even though I should because I work a fuck ton of overtime.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Me too, bro.
You hit the button on me, but what do you have to say about the overtime? Go ahead, take it.
What do you mean? No. It was because you made the you made the weapon comment. You said I'm gonna have to look more into it. That was why I did the fucking hand. Like I need to.
I just poured my heart and soul into this, and you just. Hit
I
the
need to
button
look more.
Now
into
he's
it.
vulnerable, and you're doing what he did to you.
Yeah,
hurt
do it.
people.
Sorry.
Hurt people.
Yeah,
that's right.
Hurt people. Yep, it's true. It's true. All
no, I believe
the
war, overtime. Boys. The overtime is you can write off 100% of your overtime up to 160,000 in gross income. But I don't know if you hit.
This is what I love about this guy. This guy does.
If you make over 160,000, I don't know if they don't tax it completely or if they just don't tax up to 160,000. That is still up in the air. I haven't heard anyone say if you make over 160, which.
And that makes sense.
That
makes sense.
You know what I mean?
That makes sense. Really, what are you getting? What are you getting as a federal government when you tax $160,000 downward? What are you actually receiving? And he looks at it like it's a small amount in the grand scheme of things, right? And if I took that small amount and gave it back to us, we're now going to take that money and go buy couches, TVs, fucking food. We're going to reinvest it back into the fucking economy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's actually, it makes sense.
Like when we got the stimmies. Yeah. Everybody got
Sally the Snake is back.
Except for the stimmies.
You know who does a lot of that is Jasmine Crockett. She's a fucking idiot too.
The problem with the stimulus is that it still costs us more money than what we got in stimulus money. So when they give us back our own money, it's a lot different than giving us back our own money and then making us pay more on top of it after the fact.
Yeah, and there's always trickery.
Infusing our economy with trillions of dollars in a short amount of time
of our own money.
No, what I'm saying with the stimulus money, that money that's what caused our inflation.
Oh yeah,
what happened.
That stimulus is just to put a blip in the economy.
Yeah, but
just to try to get it to go.
The kick the can down the road really fucked us because 3-4 years later, our fucking inflation went from damn near 0 to like 7% topped off. Because if you look at the M2 or M3 money supply, it was pretty level, and then 2020 went and it like fucking 100 times itself. We've never infused that amount of money in that short of amount of time. And that deflates supply and demand. When you add too much supply, it drops the value of everything down money wise. Now inflation goes up because your purchasing power with your dollar isn't worth. If you say a dollar was worth $1 and you infuse that kind of money in, now shit costs more money. Your dollar isn't buying a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk now. Now it's just buying a loaf of bread and you got to add another $1 in to get the milk.
Yeah.
It reduces the actual value of the dollar.
Speaking of money, what do you guys think about the U.S. government just announcing that they're gonna 86 the penny? 86 fucking Comey.
Hold on.
86.47.
I was just about that. I was like, speaking of 86, man.
But that's why I said it. That's why
Governor
I said
Newsom,
it too,
dude. What do you guys think about Governor Newsom fucking supposedly seeing seashells while him and his wife were on the shore?
Come on, dude.
It wasn't Newsom. It was Comey. It was James Comey, the ex.
Oh yes,
the FBI
guy. The guy with the book
director.
The same week. That's right.
The FBI director.
Now, do you think
he's
that
a
was
fucking
a stunt?
idiot.
No, but you think that was a stunt for publicity for his book? Because his book dropped last week.
Actually.
And that was like a day before his book came out. That he put that picture up on Instagram.
And are you telling me that the ex-director of the FBI doesn't know what 86 means? What's he gonna tell me next? He doesn't know what 187 means. Like, come on, man.
No, you know what he's gonna tell you next?
And he just happened to find it.
That Russia really was in collusion with fucking Trump, like he tried pulling.
Dude, some people still believe.
Does he still really believe that?
No. Some people still
they knew
believe
that was a lie, dude. No, the sheep believe it. The people who instigated the lie know it was a lie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Come on. They were the instigators of that shit.
I'm actually trying to find.
Hey, how much? Back on the overtime thing. How much overtime did you work last year, like money wise?
I hit last year. Last year was a one of my better years. I think I hit 30K in overtime.
In overtime? Yeah. So that's thousands of dollars if you think of it like that you would be paying. That you would be getting back.
Getting back.
So if you would have, it would work in the way of like, you would have the, say 30,000 was the number. You would subtract 30,000.
I don't know exactly what mine is, but I make a shit ton on overhead too. So
I made a lot. Last year was my best year, and I think it was like almost 50 in overtime.
Dude, I make probably half of what
that's
you
a
make.
Massive write-off, dude.
And I almost broke, dude. I literally was $450 short of 100K, which was my first time breaking six figures in a year. And this year right now, on current trajectory, I should be about 90 to 105K right now if I can keep fucking trajectory.
I know with my overtime and shit. Just as a freaking custodian, I've been making like 80K, and at some point I'm probably gonna. It's so sweet of a fucking job there, but eventually in the next few years I'm probably gonna try to bump up to like I have to switch to days and shit, but it's not bad. You know what I mean? Like it's a pension shit, but dude, like. Overtime, dude. This would be huge. This would be huge for Americans in general, man. Like,
of course, when you put more money back in our pockets, bro. Like we'll have more money for bills. We'll have more money.
So everyone who would get like a $4,000 or $5,000 return would probably see a $10,000, $12,000 return.
No,
the bus would be even more.
Most of these people are gonna take that $4,000. They're gonna go purchase the down payment on a car. They're gonna buy furniture, a new refrigerator, a washing machine, a dryer.
They'll go buy a new American car and then get a 10% rebate for the tariffs. They'll save even fucking more money.
Even more money.
But I do still hate the games that they've got to play, just like corporations do.
You know what?
They can't just give it to you fucking up front. Like,
why can't they just make it so that it's not a payroll tax?
What about all the money that the government has?
It's so much fucking easier.
What about all the money that the government has stole from us over the last few decades? Can we get that fucking? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's never enough. Like, I don't know. Like, not to be fucking a Debbie
Why do they? You know why? Because they do the same shit that like the union does, wherein like we contribute to a vacation fund, and twice a year we get a check. But everyone always forgets this, that when it first started, they held our money for 3 months prior to even starting to dole it out. So they're 3 months ahead for every member times however much money we were putting in per hour.
Plus the interest.
Plus they're making the interest, and we never get a dividend check off that shit.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
And
everything is a fucking
No, I know that.
It's
It's like back then, I think we were doing it when it first came out. It was $1 an hour for every hour you work times. I think there's like 10,000 people in my union, and they held that shit for 3 extra months, before they started doling it out. Like, that's big fucking money, dude.
Even my union dues for the Teamsters, I haven't even seen any of those motherfuckers in years. Like, it's just like people are like, oh well, yeah, it's the
you won't
mob,
until there's a problem.
is.
Until you start bringing kids into the fucking janitorial closet, then you'll see.
But whoa. Listen.
Them boys.
Remember, we'll have to tell you, on this show we don't speak of certain things like that, sir. We don't. Joey, you gotta let this man know we don't speak of that thing. Trying to get me fucking you're trying to get me done up like Jory did.
You're
like,
trying to get
no, I didn't. Hold on.
I just always don't.
I didn't
exactly
say the name of the school system.
Or what city it's in.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good too. No, you're right.
I didn't say that.
No, that's a good point. But I try to not talk about it as much about because
New Hampshire.
You know how. I mean, now that we're saying it, but I try not to talk about it because you know how most people who work in the school system, you know what I mean. So you have to.
Wait, should we go back to the Democrat and mental retardation video?
Yo, he said custodians. It said custodial in that fucking thing. Watch it. It brought his profession up. At one point, I tried not to lie. I didn't want to bring it up.
On what? On what?
On that mentally handicapped video you made us watch.
the custodial. But they're not talking about custodians. They're talking about.
No, I know, but still, you can construe that however you want.
I like that.
I'm propaganda. I'm a flipper.
No, I like that. That's good. I like that. Yeah.
Yo, speaking of them boys, 2 Irish people murdered in cold blood by a pro-Palestine protester outside of the Jewish museum.
Did I write Irish? Israeli is what it's supposed to say.
Israeli.
Sorry, it's a typo.
Outside the museum in Washington, D.C., goddammit.
Yeah, dude, this is bad. Like, and it definitely, like, have you heard the whole thing? Do you know?
Them boys fucked around.
Yeah, so the dude just walked up behind them. They had their backs to him. A man and a woman that were a couple that worked in the embassy, and started shooting. They both fell to the ground. He walked up, shot the guy a couple times in the back. The girl started to try to crawl away. He walked up, shot her a couple more times. Then he had to reload. While he was reloading, and she should have played dead or something, and maybe she would have survived. Because there's all camera footage that you can't really find, but she sits up as he's finishing reloading, and he walks up. Don't like, man, like, what is wrong? And then he goes inside the museum. Everybody knows there was a shooting. They don't know it's him. He acts normal until the cops get there. So they're giving him water and stuff. They thought that he was just a bystander who saw it. The cops get there. As soon as the cops get there, he goes, because I don't know if he planned on this, but he was like, just so you know, guys, I'm unarmed, but I'm the guy who did it. And they put him in cuffs, and he starts screaming, "Free Palestine, free Palestine!" Like, bro, the fuck is? But I mean, what do you guys think of this? Like,
that's a terrorist attack.
Is this just to get people? But is it to get people riled up and shit too? Like, I mean, like,
that's some Iranian.
Oh, you can take that rant if you want. You were very.
So I'm just like, so the thing that's pissing me off is that the Democratic Party.
Damn, this story's pulling on your heartstrings.
A bunch of anti-Semites, man. Like, they asked Ilhan Omar the other day what she thought about that attack, and she said, I don't have any comment. I've got to go, whatever. But like, why do we? No, but I'm just saying, why do we have people who are so blatantly anti-un-American? And I'm not talking because of these Jewish people. I'm talking like, why do we have people like this involved in our governance in this country? Like, she should be bounced the fuck out of here. She doesn't care about America.
Because the New World Order has taken over the leftist part. Has taken over
AOC too. AOC saying that, oh, they really messed around now because they arrested one of my constituents because they were attacking an ICE agent. No, you fucked around and find out. Now that lady's going to jail. Probably, and she was on CNN or MSNBC the other day, and they asked her if she was concerned about the possibility of going to jail, and she starts singing a song.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Why did the little box come up? Why did the little box come up?
You open it up now.
What's in the little box? What's in the little box?
Mr. Potato Head here. That's right. I said Mr. because even potatoes know there's only two genders, fuck faces.
Your face is so red. Yes, points. And look for more fun-filled videos on all of our social media sites. Accounts on all platforms. I don't know what I'm talking about. Thank you. No, but seriously, yeah, but there's tons of that stuff, man. Oh, bro, go back in there. Did I send you the Pokemon one? Play that too. Let's play that too.
I don't have anything up right now, but I can look for something.
No, I'm saying it's in. Yeah, it's in the Facebook.
All right, so let's change real quick. Off of politics. Let's get into sports real quick. Major League Baseball pulls lifetime ban off Pete Rose and shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yes.
Hammer, you're heavy into sports.
Can we have a sound first for that? God damn it! Can we have a sound?
I don't know. Pete Rose was more like you guys' time.
Yeah,
actually, it's probably even before.
I love it. Yeah,
shoeless Joe Jackson was before Pete Rose, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's an old timey player. He was with the Chicago White Sox when they fixed the World Series. That was what happened. You like that? I came with the I came with the Hammer stats on that one, bitch.
Bro, I'll be honest with you. I like the fact that they're pulling the lifetime bans off them. Period.
Is it strictly just because they want to get into the Hall of Fame?
I think so. That's
probably a big part of it.
Yeah. It's because dude, Pete Rose had over 4,000 fucking hits, over 4,000 hits.
Yeah, he was an amazing player, dude.
He was an amazing batter, dude.
I wouldn't let one thing stop somebody from getting in the Hall of Fame. Like, you can't let
and was this thing, gambling or something? Judged. Yes,
yeah,
Pete Rose. It was gambling on
his games.
Was he throwing games though because of it?
No, I don't think they weren't saying that he was throwing games, but they were saying allegedly. That. Yeah. Right, they were saying that because it was a conflict of interest that he may have been trying to like.
I get the conflict of interest, but if there's no proof that he was throwing games, then I don't see why.
Right,
bro. Even if he did throw games, he still got over 4,000 fucking hits, regardless, bro. Like that's a major feat within itself.
How many at bats?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
I feel like your whole life shouldn't be judged on one mistake.
Yeah, people make mistakes.
Yeah, we're human, bro. We're fucking. I make 10 mistakes a day.
And he actually did take accountability. And he came out and he made apologies to the fans and to everything. Yeah, so I mean,
4,256 hits and 14,000 at bats.
Yes, goddamn it.
So he hit a 303.
I'm happy about it because
that's a good one.
I'm happy about it too because I have some Pete Rose cards, so now I'm gonna be needing him to get into.
There's always a monetary fucking incentive.
No. Oh, what type of people?
Boys, bro.
Oh,
them
what type of people, sir? What type of people was it, brother? Them boys. We be talking about people something that rhymes with ooish.
Something with Berg or Steen at the end.
A word that rhymes with shmooish.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have breakfast on top of that building that one day. That's weird. I had a doctor's appointment.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, my insurance policy is for multiple terrorism attacks, not just one.
Bro.
Yeah, isn't that weird, dude? That they counted that as both. Like they counted it as multiple, even though it was one event.
I got something that you really definitely do.
That's how we got covered for both towers.
Isn't it weird too that they were like it was gonna cost like billions of dollars to like take out all the asbestos out of the building? But what's the best way of taking that down without having to pay for that and getting paid on top of that?
Yeah, at the lives of fucking 3,000 other people.
Mm-hmm. Damn
guys,
boys.
Guys,
I can't. More than we know.
Maybe you can find it.
Maybe Ye's right, man. Maybe Ye's approach to what he's doing is ridiculous, but the behind it all, the point of what he's saying has validity. But his approach to it is just sideways.
His approach is not good. It's very bad. It's not good.
Or is it horrible or is it next level genius? Is the question. Think about it. I want to pose this. Is it, and what I mean by next level genius is, had he come out and just said blah, blah, blah regularly, nobody really gives it any, some people will give it a little bit of attention, but it just goes by the wayside. However, if you're so obscure, so out of left field with your approach and tactics.
It makes people look it up.
It brings direct light to it. Now people are like, bro, you made a song called Hail Hitler, like it just, and then it makes people start to look into it, and then they're like, wait a minute, and we all know, we're all tinfoil hatters here, once you start fucking going down that rabbit hole, bro, it's hard to stop.
Like, have you seen
it next level genius, or is he insane?
Have you seen these videos recently?
That's the question.
Of the Twin Towers, like,
I've seen every fucking video, dude. That's my number one.
You know, like it was starting to collapse, and like 40 floors below, there was explosion and debris coming out the sides.
Bro, they said they had shut down. They said they had shut down the elevator shafts in that building. If you look at the architecture of that building, it was built from within outwards. So you have four elevator shafts in the middle that were its own building, and then they built the floors off that building so to withstand multiple plane hits. That building was designed to take multiple plane hits.
Yeah, dude, I looked at the structure. Have you seen the structure? Like, they said that nothing was supposed to be able.
Architecturals and shit.
I watched a whole documentary on it before. Like, dude, this.
I watched the Italian fucking engineers talk about it who designed the fucking thing. I watched interviews on them.
But why don't people question this type of stuff more? Like,
because they don't want, because it takes time. Because no, they don't care. It takes time and effort to invest yourself into something like that. And versus taking their time and effort, they'd rather be told by daddy fucking authority, Mr. Authority, this is what happened. Okay, daddy, now I know. Instead of going to do your own research. But then it's like, you do your own research? What do you think? You got a PhD?
The more. Oh, dude, we need to wrap this up actually because I need to be going to pick up my daughter in.
Yes, daddy.
6 minutes. No, brother.
We're gonna do an episode on conspiracy theories.
I actually would like us to do.
9/11.
We could do a whole.
That could do a 2-hour episode.
No, that'd be one where he has no responsibility. Well, he has no responsibilities at this. We can do a full episode.
I definitely will. And the Oklahoma City bombing too. Like people don't talk that much about that. Like, dude, that was all
Timothy McVeigh
inside job. And like, and people would.
MK Ultra.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, he was record scratching.
Ever, ow. I was machine gunning on that motherfucker. No, but
there's an alarm going off.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's Kathy.
There was another
one. Get the fuck out of my room now.
What was the other one? No, it's so I don't leave my daughter at work and random. But What was the other conspiracy theory special that I was saying that I wanted to do? There was something else.
The Bridgewater
recently.
Triangle.
No, that is one too. Like, would you guys
I'm in
actually
that shit, dude.
What? Yeah. Oh, so
we
could use your house as like as a base camp
no
to start from. But I'm saying I wanted to go.
Yeah, we can go walk out in the fucking cranberry bogs and walk right into the Hockomock Swamp.
Yeah.
But I'm saying I want us to camp out though overnight and like set up cameras and shit like that.
You want to see the what's it? One
Listen,
of the
I'm cool with that.
Fucking...
I'm cool with that, but don't be bringing your fucking your political not your Catholic shit. I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and you're standing over me like, come here, Father has me.
No, I'm not gonna
shoving his cross up your ass.
You won't. You don't need to put a lock on your ass. I promise. I'll behave myself. I really. No, but seriously, tell me that wouldn't be. That would be good. I think that would be some issue. Like I want us to do.
It'd be different. That'd be a different.
I would like us to do something like. Yeah, like something else, like some.
We could
sort
build
of
a campfire, set up the camera, so like we're telling campfire stories that have a nice
like
little back.
Bro, I'm telling you, man.
Look at his eyes. He's like,
yeah. Listen. I got a couple other friends that would want to go, and he has a couple of canoes, and we both have tents that are like 3-room tents. Like we could really set up a friggin' I'm telling you, and we could get some awesome footage. Seriously.
No, it would be a good background, I think, for sure. Definitely. It would be different.
I've been trying to get something like this together. Like, do you remember I started talking about this a long time ago? Like, if we can try to make that happen, dude, that shit would be ill. And it would be fun too.
Amongst the other 1,000 things that we always talk about, but we never accomplish.
But I'm saying it'd be fun too. It would also be like relaxing too. Like I'll bring my fish and shit. We'll fish. We'll friggin'. We might find Bigfoot or something.
Your boy Aaron All Night is in the comments.
Oh yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
Aaron All Nighter, what's up?
What's up, brother?
Yo, we should set up next week. We should get him on this. We should get him on 2 weeks from now, episode 52.
We gotta do every other week. Did you guys like the ticker?
Yeah, why do we have to do every other week?
I wonder why.
No, but I am I am actually.
I'm gonna go to Market Basket.
You guys are always just you know what I mean. It's just it's actually mostly because we have different schedules. Like
why don't we just do it on Saturday nights, dude?
So, but
that one worked out the best.
I know it did.
I'm about to be working the same schedule. I know, and Weapon said the same thing. So maybe that is the idea.
Saturday night.
I think it
actually 8 o'clock.
We don't have to go live on Sunday.
Yeah, I think it actually works for everybody, and it doesn't really matter, like you said. Yeah, dude.
I'm a dipshit loser, dude. I do nothing on Saturday nights anyway.
No, because we're old, bro. We're fucking old men. But I do have to head out. But I think that is a good idea, just so everybody knows that we're gonna. And it's prime time and shit. But no,
Saturdays.
And Aaron All Nighter, please, sir, we would love to get you on the show.
Oh hell yeah.
Yes,
100%.
sir. And I'm about to check out. Gonna go pick up the child, and these guys are gonna just talk shit about me. So we're
gonna destroy you afterwards.
All right, Devin, I'll hit you guys up later, though, anyways, so we can talk shit about, the show.
Yeah, no, we should definitely get up in a group chat.
And so we can shit all over me, too.
Aaron said he's down to come on the show whenever, so.
Yes, sir.
It'd be good to get an opposite point of view.
Dude, I'm saying,
he articulates well, bro.
He
has
play
his point
devil's
of view, he speaks well.
He could play devil's advocate.
He's not stupid. He knows how to.
Oh, exactly.
He knows how to fucking.
Oh, he's saying send the link he'll hop on right now.
Well,
I know, but I can't say.
Oh, you gotta go.
Yeah,
I gotta head out.
He gotta go. You gotta go pick up his kids.
But we're
That's why we
definitely.
started at 10.
But maybe actually we could do a pop-up even before the next episode and get him in or whatever. But no,
last time we tried to do a pop-up,
I think
nobody could fucking do it.
Bro, I would like to have. I was at work.
I was pointing to this one.
Yeah,
I was at work.
Gatekeeper over here.
But
I will not give you the credentials to the fucking show.
But I actually told you I'd give you the credentials. Didn't I tell you I'll give you the credentials?
No, you said go on under the SunDaze and then I'll give you the code. And it's like, bro, if you're not paying attention to your phone, that doesn't work.
That's how you sign into it, you dumb fuck. You have to put in.
Just give me the information to the YouTube, and I'll sign out of mine and sign into yours into the YouTube, and then I'll be able to go live.
Oh, that's cool too. That's what I'm saying.
That's
whatever you guys want.
That way, we don't have to wait for you because you're still gatekeeping.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
Gatekeeper.
But I'm really not gaming because I told you if you want me to set it up for you.
Gatekeeper.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that you guys are gatekeepers. You guys are keeping it 100% gay.
Oh
I actually made you guys. I'll post it on the SunDaze group because you guys are always busting my balls. I made a poster for you guys for your own little show. for your own little show you two can do together. I think you'll really enjoy it. Everybody, check in on the Facebook SunDaze group because you're going to see the poster for these two fags' new show. And on that note, I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, yo. Peace.
Bye, guys. Later.